this right? Hello beautiful friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you the tips on how and where to place your perfume, where to store it, and a little bit of the chemistry behind perfume. This was a question I got from Barb again this morning, and I really wanted to share this with the community because at large we all can evolve and grow together. So Seankbeauty's Beauty Bar is when you leave questions down below. I take your questions from the beauty dish and I feature them here on my channel. So here is tip number one, my beautiful friends, because the Sephora sale is on and I know you want to get out the door so you can grab your perfume if you haven't already. So tip number one is that we don't want to rub our perfume. When you start rubbing perfumes, let's think about perfume for a second. When perfumes are manufactured or made in a lab, they're made with synthetic ingredients like your aliphatic aldehydes, your cologne, the Lily of the Valley is actually synthetically made, if you guys didn't know that. Your indoles, those are synthetic ingredients, but it's also made with natural ingredients. Natural ingredients like your vanilla, your sandalwood, oak moss. Those natural ingredients are put in there as well. And then we have, some other ingredients like your alcohols and that sort of thing that goes into perfume. So I'm giving you pretty much this overview of the chemistry behind it because it helps you to understand why we don't want to rub it. If you think about alcohol for a second, alcohol, when you leave it open, it evaporates, right? When we rub it on the skin, it evaporates. So that's what happens with perfume when you start rubbing it. It's going to evaporate because of the friction that you're causing, and the heat from your skin is actually changing the scent of the perfume, right? And those top notes, those standouts that you fell in love with, they will fade just as quickly as you put it on when you start rubbing because you've changed the chemistry and it has already evaporated. So that's the reason why we don't want to rub our perfume. All right, friends, so tip number two is to spray on your pulse points, those warm areas on the body that naturally emit heat. And this is going to help to diffuse that fragrance. So right here on the pulse points, behind the earlobes is another really great pulse point that heats up well, emits fragrance really well. The French women wear it behind the ear because they typically do the kissing on both sides. You're also going to do the belly button, behind the knees, and inside the elbows. So those are your pulse points. And again, this is really going to be great for emitting that fragrance and having it last all day, which we all want. And the next tip is to spritz and step. In this process, what you're going to do is you just lightly spritz it in the air and just walk, spritz in front of you and then walk into it. It leaves a nice mist on the clothes, a beautiful fragrance. Gone are the days when we're masking our scents by using a lot of perfume or a lot of fragrance. We actually want to enhance the natural scent that we have. So definitely, take your time. When you're walking out the house, thoughtfully put on your fragrance. You're just going to spritz in front of you and then step into it and then allow that light fragrance to settle into your clothing. And that is also going to help your fragrance to last a long time as well. All right, friends, and the next tip is to spray your clothes. Now, I'm not saying going directly onto the clothing with your perfume. What I am saying is you're going to spray it into the air and wave your clothes around like you just don't care. No, I'm just playing. Wave your clothes around in the perfume. And that's going to give a light scent. It's going to smell a little bit different because perfumes interact with fabrics differently, but it does not get rid of the top notes. It's still going to have those top notes that you fall in love with. And it's going to be very light. Okay, you can also, and I've seen people do this, they spray the inner lining of their coats. You can absolutely do that, but I want you to be very careful because if you're wearing silk or fabrics like satin that can be stained easily, I would not suggest this for this. I think more rigid, durable, less gentle fabrics like your, let's say, your cottons, they can handle that. Your cashmeres, they can handle that. That kind of wool can handle that kind of thing. So I definitely say, or modal can handle that as well. So if you have those kind of fabrics, wave them around in the effervescent, aroma of your fragrance, but don't do that to soap and sands. All right, Barb, and to answer your question in this next tip, do we wear our fragrance with lotion? To get the best scent to skin adhesion, definitely using a lotion is a plus. It's very complimentary. The lotions bind to the skin really nicely and creates an awesome base for your fragrance, and the molecules in your fragrance actually are enhanced and they bind to that lotion really, really well and give off an even more pleasant aroma. So I definitely say, you know, put on your lotions and then put on your fragrance. And the truth be told is, you know, perfumes are made with alcohol, so we don't want to just have dry skin and no lotion on, because that's even more drying to the skin. Just a quick FYI. So definitely using a lotion is a plus. Where to store your perfumes? And this is an excellent question. The one thing we don't want to do is store it in the bathroom, because in the bathroom we have humidity, and when we have humidity we have the change of composition of your perfumes, and if it gets too humid in there, it's going to change the composition and it's going to shorten the shelf life of your perfume. Another thing is we don't want to put it in our bedroom that is well lit on our vanity, because sunlight also changes the composition, and some of these perfumes are not in, you know, opaque bottles. A lot of them are in the see-through glass bottle, so we don't want to do that. We store it in a nice, cool, dry, dark area, maybe in a vanity drawer, maybe, you know, on your dresser that is not in a well-lit part of your bedroom. It just depends where a nice, cool, dry spot is for you, and a dark spot at that. Or you can leave your perfumes in the box. And I know that seems counterintuitive because we all want to show our beautiful bottles. I just mentioned the Sephora recommendations that I have in my collection in my last video. I will leave those below in this video in case you missed it. But definitely keeping it inside the box. Let me know if you all want me to go into the extraction of fragrances, the method on which perfumes are made with the solvent extraction, distillation, the enfleurage process. I can definitely do that for you all. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Ciao for now.